Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me. Happy to have you here. It means the world to me. Fun series that I'm going to do, if you call it fun, I call it fun, but I'm going to go over the best exercises. So oftentimes in class, in just friends, we'll say, what are the best exercises when I'm dealing with a tight lower back, tight hips, tight shoulders? Well, my friends, here we go. So these are 10 of the best exercises for your lower back, mid back, and upper back that when you're just feeling tight, tense, kind of locked up, if you've overdone stuff, if you slept too long, just any reason. So if your lower back is giving you fits, these are 10 of the best exercises that you can do. Be gentle, be kind, okay? Always listen to your body and know that it's okay to stop. If something does not feel right to you, even the modified variation of it, just opt out of it, okay? So the key is to keep moving, but to move in a way that your body feels grace, feels comfort, feels challenged, but no pain, okay? So really registering, really paying attention to your breath and to what the body is telling you. All right, so water handy in case you need it. Always great if you have props that you're welcome to use, straps, blocks, blankets, what have you. So when you have really tight hips, if you have a tight lower back, sitting in easy pose with the legs crossed can be very challenging. So sitting on a pillow or a folded blanket or towel helps to lift those hips a little bit, opening up that hip crease a bit and letting go of some of that tension. So that's always a great modification if sitting on your bum is not an option. Let's roll those shoulders up and back and just let those shoulders slide down and away. Did I say I'm happy to see you? Thank you for being here. All right, you guys. In a seated position, if that's okay with you, cross-legged. Otherwise, you can have those legs long. You can have your legs out to a V. But we're going to walk those hands forward. Oh, and we're going to relax the weight of the upper body down as much as we can. So here, it's about melting. It's about letting your body let go. It's not about forcing things to happen. And as you breathe and as you let gravity take a hold, you can literally feel yourself melt. It's kind of a cool sensation. Big, full, deep breaths. So you can remain in this forward fold, or if you like, a little lateral movement, always good. We're going to lift just slightly and walk our hands to the right, reaching through the left fingertips as far as you can reach. So creating range of motion, guys, stretching the fascia, the ligaments, the tendons, the muscles, all that soft tissue, but in a way that your body accepts, embraces, and yearns for. Let's take that left arm up and over, opening the tummy and chest, and reach out through those left toes. Now you can remain up on your hand. I want you to glue that left sit bone to the mat, and if it feels right to you, come down onto your forearm. Rolling that left shoulder back, turning your gaze towards the sky. Breathe. As you exhale, releasing the tummy and chest back to your thigh. Listen to your body. Now you might hear pops and cracks and creaks and groans. As long as there's no pain in, guys, it's your body realigning. That's actually a good thing. If it's painful, no, not a good thing. If you're ever feeling tingly or numbness, that's not a good thing either, so back off. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk those hands back through center, and walk your fingertips out as far as you can walk them. And already, do you notice that you can sink a little further? That you don't have to wait quite as long for that body to let go? This series of stretches, just this forward fold and the lateral movement, you guys, amazing. Saves me. Inhale, lift just slightly and walk those hands out to the left. Reach through those right fingertips, just as far as you can reach. So if you're new with me and you're like, who is this lady? Guys, I've been teaching for over 20 years. I've had a very, very active life in different sports and different activities, different injuries. And I am here to tell you that yoga can change your life. It has given me my life back. Let's take that right arm up and over. Reaching out. So when I was a teenager, early teenager, hurt my back in gymnastics. Had to give up everything I loved, from tennis to skiing to dancing to gymnastics. Coming down onto that forearm, if you like. So all through teenage years and in my early 20s, was introduced to yoga. Roll that right shoulder back. And all of a sudden, I started doing yoga, and I started feeling stronger. And I found more range of motion. And I wasn't so scared to try anything because it didn't hurt all the time. As you exhale, release that tummy and chest back to your thigh. Oh, yes. And since then, you guys, it's been amazing. I still have my limitations. I can't be stupid. Yeah, that's my motto. Don't be an idiot. But doing things, trying things, being mindful, and that's one of the biggest things, is it's given me a mindful perspective of my body. Inhale, lift, and walk those hands back to center. So mindful movement is very different than just movement. It's being aware of where your body is in space, the alignment of your body, what muscles are working, what joints are in place or out of place, what imbalances your body has, and getting those back to balance. You guys, there's so much amazing stuff that we learn through our yoga practice. Inhale, circle the hands back by your hips, and then a big circle of those arms up and over, core strong. And gently release those arms down by your sides. So that's how I ended up here. Let's come forward and up onto all fours to a tabletop position. Hands are shoulder width apart, knees are hip width, core is nice and strong. Cat and cow. Inhale, belly towards the mat. Lift your gaze, lift your sit bones to the sky. And as you exhale, hollow the tummy and chest, lift your spine, tuck your chin. Oh, to cat. Inhaling it back to cow, keeping that core strong. So we don't want to let that belly just relax. We want to keep that core engaged. And exhale, hollow, so we keep that back safe and happy. Let's do 2 more of each. So cat and cow is wonderful, but you can overdo. So you never want to do more than like 5 or 6. In that range, guys, it's just wherever it feels good to you. So just really working on the articulation of the vertebra one at a time, making this our last cat. And coming back to that neutral spine. Breathe. Core is strong. Shift your weight to your right hand. Left arm extends to the sky. Reach it up. Breathe. And as you exhale, sweep that left hand through. Shoulder to the mat. Side of the head to the mat. Rotate your body and extend. Left arm to the sky. Reach it up. As high as you can reach. Really working to stack those shoulders. Find your breath. Your gaze can be just along the floor, or you can look up to find the base of that left thumb. Slow your breath. Exhaling and releasing that right hand down, pressing it back up to tabletop. Breathe, and we shift our weight to our left hand. Right arm extends to the sky. Reach it up as high as you can reach. And then as you exhale, sweep that right hand through. Shoulder to the mat, side of the head to the mat. Just above that ear, rotate your body and extend. Left arm to the sky, reach up as high as you can reach. Really work to rotate and stack those shoulders. Again, where does your gaze need to be? Right along the floor? Or do we look up to find the base of that right thumb? Breathe. As you exhale, releasing that left hand down, pressing it back up to tabletop, and let's sit it back to child's pose. Child's pose, oh my goodness. Not only is it fantastic for your lower back, middle back, but those quadriceps get a nice little stretch, your hips get a little stretch, your shoulders. It's a great place to come back to check in with your breath. So this is another one where we let that body just sink to melt. And don't be afraid to move in your pose. So kind of let that body settle. You're never stuck in a pose. Just remember that, okay? You can move and adjust, finding that perfect place, your perfect pose for you today. And it can change from day to day. So don't judge, don't criticize, just be present in the moment. There is some serious strength and power in being present. Let's extend those arms out nice and long. Hands shoulder width apart. Spread your fingers wide. Let's lift the forehead, tuck the toes. Press and lift your hips to the sky. Down dog, another amazing pose. Can be quite challenging as well. So if that is where you are and you're like, man, how can she say that's a great pose? I hate this pose. It's because it's challenging. But once you find your down dog, oh my goodness. So one of the biggest things, people are like, oh, it hurts my wrist, it hurts my shoulders. So I want you to just take note, and if you look down and you see a bend in your wrist, and you feel a lot of pressure in the heels of your hands, I want you to bend your knees and press through the palms of the hands and the pads of your fingers, and see if you can get the bend out of your wrists. So with those knees bent, that's absolutely fine, guys. As the hamstrings lengthen and those calves begin to find that length, the heels will start to sink. But there's no race, and there is absolutely zero reason why you should have to jam your heels towards the mat. We're going to bend the right knee. Left heel presses towards the mat. Does not have to touch the mat, but it's pressing towards the mat just to give you a nice stretch down the backs of the legs. So what happens, we have super tight hamstrings. The lower back is tight as well. Switch sides. So we're going to work to let go of some of that tension through those hamstrings. We're going to lengthen hamstrings and calves, glutes, and let go of some of that tension in the back. Now just gently alternate, bending knees, walk it out. Again, core is always strong, guys, always engaged, always present to keep that lower back safe. Let's inhale up to the balls of the feet, and then exhale. Press the chest and shoulders towards your thighs. Reach your sit bones high. And as you exhale, let your heels sink. Shift your weight to your left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhale and sweep that right foot through. Now we can have that back knee to the mat or knee off, and we're going to circle those arms overhead to a crescent lunge. Breathe. So listen to your body. Honor what it's telling you. Core is strong. We're going to lengthen and reach and hinge it forward, creating a long diagonal line, and then we're going to turn our palms towards the ground, and we're going to spread our fingers wide. I want you to reach out in the inhale, and as you exhale, pull the elbows back. Open your chest. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Inhale, reach it out. And exhale, pull it back. Now, you don't have to arch your back too much, guys, but just engaging. Inhale, reach that upper and middle back, and as you exhale, pull. Our cactus arms. Activating that upper and middle back, guys, is going to help open that chest and stay strong through that whole posterior chain, the back of your body. And as you exhale, pull. Inhale, reach. And exhale, pull. Inhale, reach. And rise. Circle the arms to the back. Release your hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back. Extend right leg to the sky. And gently release it down. And we alternate bending knees. Walk it out. As you exhale, let both heels sink. We shift our weight to our right foot. Left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot through. Back knee down if you like, otherwise knee is off. Arms circle overhead to your crescent lunge. Find that breath, strong through the belly, long through those limbs, and we hinge it forward. Turn your palms to face the ground, spread your fingers wide. Inhale, reach, and exhale, pull. Inhale, reach, and exhale, pull. That back knee can be down or knee off. Inhale, reach. And pull. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 2 more. Reach and pull. Little fuzziness in that upper back. Firing up those muscles, you guys. So good for us. Inhale, reach it out. And rise. Circle the arms to the back. Release your hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back. And extend left leg to the sky. And gently release it down. And let's take the gaze between the hands, walk those feet in to forward fold. Another challenging place to be. Those with tight hamstrings, yep, not your favorite place. It's okay, bend those knees. We just want to feel a really nice stretch down the backs of the legs. Don't judge, don't measure, just let your upper body relax. Let's bring the hands to the elbows if that feels okay, and gently sway side to side. So again, we're promoting length and flexibility through the backs of the legs. We're working to let go of tension in that lower back. Never do we want to add more. So always taking care. If you need to support with those hands on your thighs to bend over, if you need a block, you need a chair, whatever it is you need, take advantage of that. Coming back to center. Release the arms. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. We're just going to do one. Crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. And sit it back to child's pose. Checking in once again. Breathe. Doing great. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for sticking around. And as you're ready, walk your hands up. Come over onto one hip. Sweep your feet around. And we're going to slide on down towards the top of our mat. We're going to open up those feet just a little bit wider than the mat. Toes are slightly off. Heels remain on. We're going to sit up nice and tall, and then we're just going to round forward. Just let your body round forward. So a little stretch through the groin is our added bonus with this wonderful release in that lower back. A little tuck of your chin towards your chest. Starting at the tailbone, slowly roll it up. Sitting up nice and tall. We're going to draw the knees together. We're going to bring the hands behind our thighs. Make sure that you have plenty of room. So if you need to slide forward a little bit, slide forward a little bit. So we're going to do some rolling like a ball. Hands behind the thighs. We're just going to rock it back. And back up if you can. If you can't come all the way back up, it's all okay. Toes touch. Rock it back. And up. Let's do two more. Little massage for the spine. And this is one of those where you're like, I don't know if this is great for me. Always err on the side of caution. Breathe. Now this last one, we're going to go slow. And we're going to take it down and stay down. Pulling those knees in. Transfer your hands to the tops of your shins. Oh, pull those knees in. And just gently rock side to side. Realigning the pelvis, a little massage for your back. Nicely done. Coming back to center, let's extend those legs. Bring your hands behind your legs. Flex your feet. So noticing that stretch already down the backs of the legs. We're going to walk those hands up towards the feet as far as you want to walk them, and then we're going to start to pull those legs in. So we really want to work to keep the legs as long as we can. So if that means they stay up, stay up. But as long as you can, because again, we're working to get that length down the hamstrings and the calves. Using the strength of the upper body, pull those legs in. So we can use the hands, or if you're able, line your forearms up with your calves and use the strength of the arms to pull those legs in. A little pressure massage in that middle back. Amazing stretch down the backs of the legs. Activation in the arms and the shoulders. Gently releasing the intensity. Let those knees gently bend. Placing the soles of the feet to the mat. Hip width apart, right up by your bottom. Hands down by your sides. Palms to the mat. Let's tuck the pelvis so the small of the back presses into the mat. And begin to press your heels as you lift your hips towards the sky. We peel that spine off the mat. One vertebra at a time. All the way up to bridge pose. Top of bridge pose, resting on the back of the shoulders and the back of the head. Bringing the hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, working to extend those arms out nice and long. Feels right to you, roll those shoulders underneath you. Oh, squeeze those buttons. Lift those hips. Close your eyes if you like. Slow, steady breaths. Releasing the hands, unrolling the shoulders one at a time, and slowly, slowly, one vertebra comes back to the mat at a time. With your bottom the very last to touch, we're going to draw that right knee in, extend your left leg out, right arm extends out to a T, left hand to the outside of the right knee, and gently pull your leg across your body. And turn and take your gaze out over that right arm. Close your eyes and breathe. Our supine spinal twist. One of the greatest stretches ever, ever, ever. So if I could only pick one stretch that I could do for the rest of my life, it would be kind of a toss-up between this and what we started with that cross-legged forward fold, where that reach on each side. Those two, I tell you, make all the difference in my world. I'd love to know your favorite, what really works for you, what just saves your back, or what just feels amazing. Let's roll it back to center. Extend that right leg to the sky, point your toes, lengthen your leg, little external rotation through that hip, and slowly lower your leg down. Allow it to come to rest. And that left knee comes in, left arm extends out to a T, right hand to the outside of the left knee, and gently pull your leg across. Turning and taking your gaze out over that left arm. So we have one more pose after this beautiful, yummy supine twist. And it always makes me happy, and that's part of the reason I saved it for last. I just want to end with a smile on your face. Breathe. And gently releasing, rolling back to center. Extending left leg to the sky, point your toes, lengthen your leg, little external rotation through that hip, and slowly lower your leg down. And allow it to come to rest. And our final stretch today, guys, pulling those knees in towards your chest one at a time, lifting the soles of the feet towards the sky, opening up those knees just a little bit wider than the width of your rib cage. Let's reach up and take a hold anywhere along the outside of the leg or the outside edge of your feet. Relax the weight of the arms and press your tailbone and your upper back to the mat. I want you to really iron out that spine, connect each and every vertebra to the mat. Now keep that tailbone pressing down and use the strength of your arms to pull those knees down towards the mat, along the outside of your rib cage. Dead bug or happy baby. Just smile. Put a smile on your face if you can. If you're like, I don't have a smile on my face, can you picture one in your mind's eye? Just sending you loads of love, you guys. As you inhale, release that intensity. And then as you exhale, once again, pull those knees down. Now release that intensity and just rock side to side. Let kind of just be free form. No right or wrong. Legs can straighten, legs can bend a little bit more, whatever feels good to you. And we come back to center, bringing the knees in towards the chest. Just a nice little hug. Rocking side to side. And we roll to our side, using the strength of the arms to help us come back up. Let's find that seated position once again, sitting up nice and tall. Rest your hands comfortably wherever you like. Close your eyes and breathe. Full big deep breaths. Sending that extra oxygen, that extra love into the back. Feeling healthy, feeling strong. Celebrating the ability to move, to breathe, and the mindfulness to know that this is what we needed today. I hope it helped. I hope you feel amazing, you guys, and I hope that that wonderful sensation and that feeling of health and strength carries with you today. Let's gently open the eyes, take a big breath in, reach to the sky, and exhale, pull the hands to heart center. Be well, my friends. Take care of yourselves. As always, light and love to you and to all you love. Take care. Be well. And until the next time, namaste.